next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Going to take a shot for Gallup. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. A good pickup there, 21 yards. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. That toss play right, we know it's one of the successful plays they have in their arsenal, and they showed you why there.
And remember, in order for it to be successful, because it's a little bit of a slower developing play, those blocks at the line of scrimmage have to be kept, have to be held so that the runner can get to the corner and turn it upfield.
A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
Now it's Jackson. Roberts got it. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now it's Ingram, and they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 2 yards, good enough for a first. To throw is Jackson.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Tucker now for the extra point. Sometimes it's a quarterback making a great throw, and sometimes it's a receiver just making an incredible catch, and there it was really the latter.
And the quarterback is so happy because the receiver, in a sense, bailed him out. Great job going and getting the football and creating 6 points for his team.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it.
Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. The 30, 10, touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 75 yards, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Forbath, the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. This will be taken very short. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a third down. Jackson escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. A third down gain of 19.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3-and-out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. On 2nd down, Ingram. Well, now they'll try the end around. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Rush coming, and he's taken down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
That's what I do. Watch 36. 36. Hey, kill. 47. Line 36. All you get is a headache. Back. 26.
Throwing. Prescott. Flush to his right. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It's a gain of 34. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the third quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
Prescott. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That goes for a gain of 31.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. One man in the backfield, that's Elliott on 2nd and goal. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So that's going to move them half the distance.
First of all, you can't jump in this situation, but think about your play calling now. Could easily change what you want to do and maybe make things a little bit easier.
Now Elliott, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Forbath able to convert the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Throwing is Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. And that one results in third. Thirty-five yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. Towards the end zone for Brown. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown. 43 yards as his guys are back within a single score. And with the rules as touchy as they can be, it's so hard to complete a diving catch in the end zone, but he just did it pretty well.
How about him getting his body, his hands, everything underneath and around the football without it hitting the ground and causing some doubt in the minds of the people who have to look at this and possibly review it. What a tremendous effort and a great catch.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Here we go.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Intended that time for Cooper, and it's 2nd down. Well, CD, with the end of the season comes the announcement of the All-Pro team, and everybody was like, wait a second, Christian McCaffrey's listed twice. Is that a mistake? No, he got it both at running back and flex. Pretty impressive.
Very impressive, because I think a lot of people thought that if you have a running back and a flex position, that maybe Christian McCaffrey would go into the flex because he catches the ball so well. And he would go ahead and elevate the big guy out of Tennessee, Derrick Henry, to the All-Pro running back. Henry ends up being a second-team guy, but McCaffrey deserves being first-team running back as well as first-team flex. He had a tremendous, spectacular year.
And as you might imagine, Baltimore leads the way. 5 players named to the All-Pro selection. Of course, leading the way for them, the quarterback Lamar Jackson.
Yes, and rightly so. And I fully expect him to be named the MVP when we get to NFL honors right before the Super Bowl. He's going to sweep all of those.
And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys with the football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the 4th. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Check 48's the mic. Check 48's the mic. All right, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Hey, alert 48. Alert. Hey, we go. 26. 26.
Here's Prescott. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 29-yard line.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Pass on target, Prescott to Cooper. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. Prescott now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. They'll try to sweep with Elliott. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy, just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
Again, it's Elliott. And he'll take this one down near the 15. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. They'll try again with Elliott. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. Prescott on 3rd and goal. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to perhaps salt this one away. A big one there. That gives him a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He'll run it. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Xavier Woods with a pick, and he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Silver.
Throwing here, Prescott. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. He's tired of you. He's tired of us. 57. Mike, 57. Here we go. Now
Prescott. Going to take a shot for Gallup. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 28. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just setting up.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off Byron Jones, and they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. But I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Here's Prescott. Lets it fly deep for Cobb. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Here we go, 46.
Prescott to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 35. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Man, I got you.
And he's got some space here. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 38 yards. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Tucker with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that.
Watch the run, watch the run. Check. Lucky.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that's Elliott, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
We're going to 54. 57's Mike. Mike 57. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Mike. Watch 57. We ain't giving up nothing today. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. What do you think?
On the counter, Elliott.
It's running.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. They go to Elliott again, and he'll go down at the 28. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
That's got to be a long day. 57. Mike, 57. Double dog. That's the way. What do you think?
Well, Prescott here to throw, eluding the pressure right. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was trying to get it to Ezekiel Elliott, but it'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Watch 36. 36 to Mike. You. Mike, 36. Mike, 36. Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Prescott flushed out, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
What do you think? Don't be scared of it. Mike, 36. What do you think?
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He's looking long for Witten. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Prescott on 4th down. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Nick Boyle that time. But now it's 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering,